Right from the jump, this case throws us into chaos. The city of Detroit versus Jerome Gibson begins with what sounds like a simple procedural matter. Does the defendant want a lawyer? But almost immediately, we see cracks in communication. Mr. Gibson insists he wants a private attorney, yet here we are months into the case with no legal representation secured. The judge is visibly frustrated. Why hasn't this been handled sooner? And Gibson's response? He claims he doesn't even know what's going on. That statement alone sets the tone for everything that follows. This is not just a case about marijuana distribution. It's about confusion, mistrust, and whether a defendant truly understands the seriousness of his situation. And let's be honest, how many of you think Gibson is stalling here versus genuinely lost in the legal maze? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was this poor preparation or a deliberate move? Stay tuned, because this case is about to spiral into a heated back and forth with the judge that you won't want to miss.
City of Detroit versus Jerome Gibson, case number 253092761. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Vassal Johnson.
May it please the court, Vassal Johnson, second, 72130 for the record.
Mr. Gibson, state your name again for the record.
Jerome Gibson.
All right, I've given you an opportunity to point yourselves. What does your client want to do, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor, he wants to hire his attorney to represent him.
He wants to what?
He wants to hire an attorney to represent him in this matter, a private attorney.
Why didn't you get that a long time ago, Mr. Gibson?
Sir, I don't even know what's going on. This is what's going on with me, sir. This situation right here is about
right,
3 months old.
Let me stop you right now. I can't hear anything about the situation or the facts of the case until we get an officer in here so he can tell his side. That's the purposes of a trial. But you knew you had this case out here.
Right.
And when the last time we were here, we said we would appoint an attorney to you. Mr. Johnson is a very, very good attorney. And it's not gonna cost you nothing. All right, go ahead.
I understand that, Your Honor. My thing is I wanted an attorney because I wasn't given one. You said that you was gonna appoint me.
And you got one now.
Okay, but I don't understand. He telling me this is a very serious misdemeanor matter, and I ain't even been arrested for this case. I haven't been arrested or anything.
What does that mean?
I want to be represented, but I mean, if you're gonna give me somebody, I would prefer somebody who tell me what's going on, man. I don't understand what's going on. I don't.
I can tell you what's going on.
I appreciate it.
It says,
he gave me a ticket I can't even read, John. It's unreadable. I don't know.
I can't read it either.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be
send that to Mr. Send that to Mr. Johnson. Send that to Mr. Johnson. All right. It said something about remuneration, selling marijuana. I honestly can't read it either.
Judge, on the ROA, is it a trial or pre-trial? I can't make it. Looks like both.
It's a pre-trial. It's a pre-trial.
Oh.
The last time we were here, I asked Mr. Gibson, does he want us to appoint him an attorney? I say that, Mr. Gibson, this job that I have is really the same lines every single solitary day. It's just some lines change. In this thing, I tell you, do you want us to appoint an attorney? You obviously said yes. And I told you, okay, I took your information down. I say, and an attorney should call you. In the event that the attorney does not call you, the next court date, we'll get one on the spot for you. That's why we waited and got Mr. Johnson in here. That was it. Now, as it relates to the ticket, I see your point. I can't really, it says distribute marijuana for remuneration or commercial purposes without license. That is what the statute that they said that you violated. Then it says defendant was at above location conducting narcotics transaction for US currency without a license. That's what it says. It's not very written, the penmanship is terrible, but that's what it says. So that's what you're here for.
I understand
Now,
that part.
All right, so I don't need to know anything about the case. Now, what do you want to do? Do you want Mr. Johnson to help you, or are you gonna hire your own lawyer?
I don't know how serious this charge is, Your Honor. All I'm saying to you is,
All right, let's go over that. Let's go over that. Is a misdemeanor, is punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. That's the maximum possible penalty. If you pled guilty to this as charged, I would fine you $240. I don't know whether the city attorney would give you a delayed sentence or not. This, in my eyes, would be dismissed upon payment. But you have to get the whole offer from the city. That's what Mr. Johnson is here to help you with.
okay, I understand that, Your Honor. You said without going into any specifics of the case, the whole case is about them confiscating my money.
Judge,
it's not about me selling marijuana.
All right, well, go talk to Mr. Johnson.
Judge.
Or go get your own lawyer.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest, Your Honor. It just seems the conversation, how it goes.
All right, I'll give you some time to get your own lawyer, sir. How long is it gonna take you?
I don't know.
That's not good enough.
You saying you'll give?
It's not good enough. I'm trying to give you some time to get a lawyer, and by you telling me you don't know doesn't help.
So where we going with this, Your Honor? I just want to know where we going with this.
Oh my God! I can't say anymore. All that I said, and you don't know where we're going with it. I got to go on to other people, Mr. Gibson. You got to figure it out.
Here's where the real tension explodes. Mr. Gibson basically tells the court he doesn't even need an attorney, because in his mind, if the fine is just $240, he's already paid more than enough. But let's pause for a reality check. Court fines and seized money are two completely different legal processes. The $800 confiscated isn't automatically credited toward his fine. It could be evidence, forfeiture, or tied to other charges. This is where legal knowledge matters, and it's exactly why having an attorney is crucial. Yet Gibson pushes back, saying Attorney Johnson doesn't want to represent him. The judge shuts that down immediately, reminding him it doesn't work that way. What we're seeing is a classic courtroom clash between frustration, misunderstanding, and the cold letter of the law. Question for you. If you were in Gibson's shoes, would you trust the court-appointed attorney or try to go it alone? Let us know, because the next moment reveals just how risky self-representation can be.
I've told you everything and gone over everything. You have to make a decision. What I see your dilemma is you just feel that you feel that you shouldn't be here. Maybe you shouldn't. I don't know, because I don't know what happened out there. But it doesn't work like that from my perspective. I got the ticket in front of me and you have to deal with it.
Okay, well, I'll proceed with the situation, man. I don't even need an attorney, because if you just telling me I just got to pay $200, if that's the case, they already took $800 from me for no reason. I ain't sold no weed.
There you go. There you go. That's why I got Mr. Johnson in here for you.
He don't seem like he want to represent me. So if you could get somebody else, that's fine, man.
It doesn't work like that either.
I don't know how it works, Your Honor. I don't know how it works.
Your Honor, and I apologize.
You want to see if
Mr.
you can help
Gibson,
him?
no, it's not that. I just think, Mr. Gibson, if you let Attorney Johnson work for you, he's going to request information about the case. Then he's going to discuss it with you. And then the two of you will be able to have a discussion together so that you can figure out the best course of action to resolve your case. That's what both Mr. Johnson and the judge are trying to tell you. If you let him see what evidence they have or don't have, he can have a more fruitful discussion with you. He can't have that full discussion with you today because he doesn't have everything. He's just trying to get it. You got to give him that.
No, Mr. Gibson wants me to say case dismissed and order him to give him his $800 back and let him go on about his business. That's what Mr. Gibson wants.
I
That would
definitely
be
agree
nice,
with
but
that.
that ain't
I'm
what I'm
just letting him know it doesn't work that way. There's a process, and you got to let the process happen. And I think you got Mr. Johnson. I don't think you even realize what you have. So if I were you, my advice to you as an attorney, I would let Mr. Johnson, Attorney Johnson, work on my behalf. That's just my advice, but I have no stake in this, and I apologize.
All right, what do you want to do, Mr. Gibson?
I'll proceed.
Say it again.
I said I'll proceed with the railroad. I'll go with it, man. Whatever you say, I'll go with it. I'm not bucking the system.
I'm not saying you're bucking the system or trying to. That's not what we're saying.
Or what do I have to do?
You do it. You have to make a decision whether you want to go with Mr. Johnson, whether you want to hire your own lawyer, whether you want to plead guilty, whatever you want to do. It's your decision. You're driving that bus.
I'll go with Mr. Johnson. I just had the only
All
problem.
right, go back in the breakout room and reacquaint yourself with Mr. Johnson and listen first to what he's got to say. And then ask questions. Join the room, please. Let's pass the matter. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Jerome Gibson. Mr. Gibson, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Judge, I have to decline at this point. You know, as far as moving
Just
forward,
can't work it out.
can't move forward in a conversation. No, Your Honor.
If Mr. Gibson, I'm gonna tell you this, to be honest with you. If you can't get anywhere with Mr. Johnson, as he's an excellent A1 lawyer, is one of the tops in the state of Michigan. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I understand that despite Mr. Johnson's reputation, you do have to have a lawyer that you can communicate with. So that is the most important thing. And if you can't communicate with them and vice versa, then it doesn't matter how good he is. But the way it works is you don't have your pick to a lawyer from this court. We can't just keep bringing in lawyers until you get your one. You got to go hire your own lawyer.
Can I represent myself?
Of course you can, but you need to know the ins and outs of it.
The discovery package, that's what you're referring to?
Well, you can get the discovery. You have to talk to Ms. Snyder and get her your email address, and they have to provide you with that. But okay. you're making more out of it. You're making more out of it than what it is right now. But I mean, I know it's
not making more out of it, Your Honor. What I'm doing.
No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say you're making more out of it. I'm saying that by you representing yourself, I don't know how you think you're going to get further, advance this. But go ahead,
Judge. I appreciate you very much. May I be excused?
You may.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor. Right. Your Honor.
What
I'm not trying to waste the court's time or anything.
I don't think
like
you are.
That.
I don't think you are.
Why would I have a purpose for doing that? I'm not trying to waste your time.
I said I don't think you are. I said I don't think you are.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't think you are.
Sorry. You know, this is my second time.
Go ahead.
I can't hear you.
No, go ahead.
This is my second time coming to court on this matter. And the first time I wasn't given an attorney. Okay, this time I was, and me and him don't see eye to eye. I don't know what went wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to waste the court's time. But the first thing that I didn't agree with him was the fact that he told me that this is a serious misdemeanor offense. Meaning that,
So why
okay,
wouldn't you wait? Let's stop right there. And I'm only gonna spend a few more minutes on this. Why would
okay,
you agree that this is a serious misdemeanor offense? Why couldn't you agree on that?
because I wasn't even arrested, Your Honor. First and
All right,
foremost.
so stop. So stop. So stop. Just because you weren't arrested, your logic, you're not using some good logic here. Just because you were not arrested does not mean that it's not serious. Is 93 days in jail or $500 in fine serious to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's what the maximum possible penalty is. This is what he's trying to. Does your record mean anything to you?
Yes.
So any misdemeanor should be serious.
Okay.
So you're going off of your logic. I don't understand your logic. Is not that serious. He's a lawyer. He believes that any one of his clients that's charged with a misdemeanor is serious. And that's what you should want a lawyer that's looking at it like that way. Instead of somebody that's willing to say, hey, just plead him out and we'll dismiss it later. And it'll be dismissed later when he pays the fine.
Right. I agree. But I'm not about to
Okay,
kiss
so
his
the
butt
fact
for
that
him to
you didn't,
represent
the
me
fact
either.
that you turn that lawyer down because he's saying that this is a serious matter, you're the one that's coming in here saying that they took my $800. That wasn't serious?
Yes, yes.
So the only basis that you have that is not serious is because they didn't take you to jail.
No, that's not the only thing, Your Honor.
All right,
It's not it.
well, are you getting a better understanding of what's going on now? Does that change your idea about what Mr. Bassel Johnson said?
Yes, sir. But at the same time, I don't think I got to kiss his butt for him to represent me either.
Oh man, oh, come on, Mr. Gibson.
I
Come
mean,
on.
that's what it seemed like.
I'm done. What do you want to do? I'm going to set a trial date. You go ahead and figure it out. Set a trial date for August the 14th. August the 14th. You want to represent yourself. Figure it out. You got the court rules. Come down. You can get a copy of the court rules. You learn them, and you can go ahead and represent yourself. Have a great day. Come back at 9 a.m. on August the 14th. Best of luck to you.
And there it is, the breaking point. After back and forth arguments, mistrust, and Gibson flat out refusing to cooperate with one of the best attorneys in the state, the judge finally lays down the gavel. Trial date set, August 14th, 9 o'clock a.m. The defendant can hire his own lawyer, stick with Johnson, or represent himself. But let's not sugarcoat this. Self-representation in a criminal case, even a misdemeanor, is a dangerous gamble. The maximum penalty may be only 93 days in jail or $500, but the bigger consequence is having a permanent criminal record. And Gibson's insistence that the charge isn't serious just because he wasn't arrested? The judge dismantled that logic point by point. This was a courtroom standoff that highlighted not just legal stakes, but personal pride and mistrust. What do you think? Was Gibson his own worst enemy here? Or was he right to push back against a system he didn't trust? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.